Hello, hello. Welcome to the messages. For today, for right this moment, the moment that you click upon this video, that's the energy we are going to tap into today and see what will benefit us in knowing, thinking about, considering, looking at, addressing, being aware of, and all of those kinds of things. These messages are meant to validate and confirm all the things you are feeling intuitively already. Okay, there's a card from the Arcturians, and it is intention. The energy of intention helps you to confirm your choices. Trust the choices you make and know that they are simply the best for you. It's like going all in on your choices, even if they're wrong. And there's a confidence to it because you're like, I'm going this way, and you commit to going that way until you decide to go another way, right? We have free will. You can choose to go in a direction and then change your mind at any point along the way and divert, go a different way. Okay, this is the free will we have. Yes. Okay. Let's see what kind of intention. Yeah, be intentional with the choices that you make and own up, right? Like, don't be so willy-nilly. Don't be so, oh, whatever, over here, be like this over here. And I think it comes with confidence. I'm really pairing it with confidence because willy-nilly doesn't want to choose. Oh, that flipped weirdly. Thursdays. Okay, let's see what Thursdays has for us besides fire. The wolf protects his pack and does not back down from a challenge. Right, he commits. Unlike the bull, who stands his ground unless significantly provoked, the wolf takes the fight to his adversary. He is driven by a passionate internal fire that can warm but also burn. If you don't heed the wolf's growl, he will eventually bite. Thursaz has an element of chaos, destructive natural forces, aggression, and conflict. These are united for the purpose of defense and protection. It can also symbolize potent male sexuality, instinctual will, vital eroticism, and a regenerative catalyst. It represents a tendency towards change through catharsis, purging, and cleansing fire. Thursaz is the sharp and painful stab of the thorn that jolts us awake and into awareness. Protection, passion, defense, conflict, male potency. So what I'm getting from male potency is the masculine energy, right? Is action, is movement, is taking action upon a thing. Okay, passionately. Also, the cleansing of a fire, right? The destructive nature of, say, a forest fire, but then it leaves the forest floor regenerative. Yes, those things. Okay, so set your intention to move forward passionately, intentionally, and burn away all of those things that no longer serve. Right? It's also giving me tower vibes, the thorn. Okay, woofy, woof, woof. Fun fact about wolf packs is the eldest and the weakest actually set the pace for the pack, and the strongest follows at the back because it can run quickly to the front. I just found that interesting. Okay, let's see what the cards are going to speak to us about today as we pull randomly from the deck. No particular order except what is destined to be. Okay, what do we got? This and that. Those. Oh, what's this one? Here? Okay. Like a soul? Okay. Start in the middle. Okay, temperance, process, recognition of the process, and a release or gain. Gain or release? Well, it's definitely gain. You have extra. You're in a position where you have more than you need. What you do with it is up to you, okay? So let's see, what are we doing with it? You're receiving a wish. Excellent. Okay. Signs and synchronicities. This is part of the work. Yes, the temperance. The process of molding, of changing, of alchemizing metal into a powerful, powerful sword, right? Wheel of fortune lends it's protected. So protecting your wheel, turning in your favor, all over here. Okay, we've got the blind faith on both sides. Okay, leaping joyously with faith. It's kind of, I'm getting springboarding off of your work here. And then we've got the things happening behind the scenes, which is beautiful, beside the signs and synchronicities from your spirit team here, kind of leading you. There's your alchemy. Okay. So really alchemizing the things that are coming towards you here and your experience. This makes sense over here with the work and the tempering and the leaping. And we've got the King of Wands. And this held back here. So protected, holding back. Right? Self-inflicted or otherwise. Most of the swords have been removed, but these two red ones, there's still a holding back. But look at I feel like this is just before this one, right? Like once these have been removed, look at all the spots and the color that's on this figure. And then when they jump up, all the creative juices that are being compounded during this resting, take a beat stage. Okay, and the King of Wands, let's see. King of Wands, yes, he holds the vision. He's got the vision. He is the visionary. He sees what it is that he wants. He's actually a really great intender, manifester, because he's able to picture the things clearly that he wants. He's also a very courageous and powerful and passionate and confident. Right, strong sense of purpose, okay? And very balanced with the masculine, feminine, and the angel and the devil, right? And he's looking straight ahead because he sees, he's got the vision. Very action taking. Okay, so there's this link here between what is coming in, this Wheel of Fortune turning, your protection. We've got the alchemy here. Okay, tell us more. Tell us more here. What's this? Oh, the Queen of Wands wanted to come out and create divine counterparts, okay? So definitely balance of masculine and feminine energies here. Turns the wheel in your favor, okay? The King and Queen of Wands together. They are a super dynamic power couple. Let's see, passionate relationship, creative and ambitious endeavors. Right, because the Queen, they're both strong and independent and passionate. She's warm, creative, inspires others. And it's kind of like love and business. They have those things covered because this leader, visionary king knows how to get things done. And she's like the creative who's like, I've got this great idea and it will be beautiful. And he's like, I see it and I know how to make it happen. Okay, so that's a really beautiful balance. This is definitely a kind of balancing that would turn the wheel of fortune in your favor. Yes. Okay. We've got the Empress, which is gorgeous. She's holding the frequency. She is birthing all of the creative ideas. Okay. She is putting her intention out, planting all the seeds, scattering all the seeds, as well as being the light that fertilizes and nourishes them. Beautiful. Okay, so I feel like this work and this faith in the divine, the unseen, your experience, everything has led you to a place of peace, right? She is tapped into her intuition. She is drawing in all of the things. Okay, her intentions are her seeds, and she is scattering them about both those things. Okay, she is the balanced masculine and feminine. She's gorgeous. Okay, we've got the death of the old ways. This is beautiful. Yes, you've transformed from someone who was out in the cold and feeling the lack, feeling the disseparateness. Is that even a word? I don't even know what that word is. Okay. Yes, being out in the cold. The death and transformation, this is that releasing and the shedding and the letting go and the becoming something new. Okay, this is a beautiful follow up to the Empress because she's birthing, but you need to maintain a steady release in order for the new birthings to be, right? And there's this moving away. Like this is kind of like that lack mindset. Okay, so you have alchemized, transformed from someone with lack to someone with abundance. Abundance mindset. Things do work out in my favor. All things work out for me. What is meant for me will be for me. Look, we've got the sun at the bottom, which is yes, yes, and yes. You are powerful. That's the light and the dark there. Beautiful. Okay, what else? Give us more here. What's this? Patience, always. And defenses and choices, crossroads. Okay. So, yeah, Obby. This being mindful what you choose and boundaries. Okay, I'm actually feeling this one up here. And that one is fine here. Because this is how you keep yourself safe. Creating boundaries against limiting beliefs and against things that hold you back, right? Patience for the receiving and the turning of the wheel here. But this over here, this Two of Swords, this crossroads, it's like what to release and what to transform, right? What to let go of and what to reintegrate. And this is directly tapped into this trusting in the unseen, a recognition of the energy and where it's going, your energy and where it's going. I'm getting like the things that you release become fertilizer for the new seeds you plant for the birth. Okay, and in that way, it is its own alchemy, turning one thing into another. What else we got here? What's that? Oh, it's the love. Turning your wheel in your favor. And this power couple. This is beautiful. It just threw itself right down there. Okay, so yeah, gorgeous. I feel like love is coming in. You're drawing in love. Okay. This balanced masculine and feminine creates like a homeostasis. Homeostasis? Is that the right word? Damn it. Yes, homeostasis within this balance. Look at the sun at the bottom again. This balancing state of love resonance. This is what the Empress emits. She is fully in her power. She's not waiting for anything. She is being, and everything that is for her comes to her. This is the love frequency. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Ace of Cups, two cups coming together. So here, this is it. This is what it takes to become an overflowing cup, is the balancing of your masculine and feminine energies, embodying love to become someone who is able to receive their wishes, their intentions, their manifestations, thus turning the wheel in your favor. Okay, I feel like this is right like this. because the Temperance card, this is the masculine and feminine, the two cups that the angel pours back and forth into each other is the masculine and feminine energies. Okay. Gorgeous. And then, yes, with the Six of Swords here, when you're overflowing, you are abundant. Abundant in your energy, in your love, in your resonance. Everywhere you go, you leave little seeds of potential. That is your overflow. That is your excess. We've got the King of Swords here. So communication. King of communication. Let's see if he can go there. I'm just going to check my notes here. Logical thinker. Critical thinker. Logical reasoning. Wise. Decisive. Strategic. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so he's definitely... he's also got the Sword of Truth here, right? So he is discerning. Well, he's receiving what's been alchemized. He's the magician, okay? This is why he's able to follow the signs and synchronicities, trust in the unseen, right? Logical thinking, you plant the seed, you give it everything that it needs, the proper soil, you know, the proper watering, the proper amount of sunlight, and it will grow. This makes sense to the King of Swords. I don't know. We got strength here. I'm actually kind of feeling the King of Swords down here. Setting the boundaries, trying to figure his way out of whatever's holding him back. Because he wants to be someone who can receive his wishes. Okay, and this strength goes better here because you're turning, in alchemy, you are turning something not so strong into something very strong, okay? And having excess gives you a certain level of strength. There's also this strength in your ability to allow the things that are not visible, like signs and synchronicities, to trust them. Yes, to trust them, yes. Oops. Well, that one flew over there. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this one first. Seven of Pentacles. So this, yes, is required over here. And releasing all of the things that no longer serve, okay? You need to ground, meditate, and go within and create a connection with your higher self and your intuition. That's how you remove the last things here that may be holding you back. Okay, this is dedication. And I feel like this King of Wands is definitely dedicated, holding the vision. And there's this link to past experience here, which, you know, can make somebody be very dedicated to a thing, right? You've had so much experience in life. You know what you like, what you don't like. So when you see something that you like, it's an educated assessment, right? You've had so much contrast in your life that it helps you narrow down what it is that you want. So when you see it, when you find it, you're like, aha, I see you, I want you, I must have you. This is that dedication. Okay, and then we got the Queen of Swords, wants to be with the King of Swords. So we've got another counterpart here. King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Wands, and we've got Destiny. Okay, so just because these swords over here and this alchemy, I am wanting to place this Destiny here, or Truth and Destiny, because King and Queen speak about communication as well. And this sword is giving me, like, removing these last little things that are holding you back, right? You also need that decisive nature in order to know where and when to protect and create boundaries. So let's see what the King and Queen of Swords: shared intellectual stimulation, clear and strong communication. So that's beautiful. Respectful and constructive. Yes. Power couples all over the board. So it's like a communication here coming in, and it's safe. It's safe to communicate. And it's attached to this wish coming in. This wish that has something to do with this love. Okay. Is that all the messages? Where are all the messages? Aha. Yes, the releasing. Okay. More release, letting go of the things that no longer serve, letting go of mindsets and belief systems and people, places, and things that hold you back. Those are things in the past. This Queen of Cups here is someone who is open, confident, going with the flow. Ready to share. With that. Flip all the way out if you want out. Okay. Reciprocating relationships and abundance. Okay, so I did have to take that. You're going to have to claim your abundance, right? This is that action. This is the Thurisaz. Yeah, when it's the action, it's not going to fall in your lap. Okay, you have to take it. You have to claim it. And this reciprocating relationships is beautiful over here. And then we have union and beauty and abundance and joy and celebration on the bottom, which is some kind of gorgeous. Yeah, just a few things. I mean, I feel like this is always going to be the case. You're always going to have to release and let go of those limiting beliefs, right? Like, we're constantly evolving and changing and expanding. And so it makes sense that this would always be this transforming of the old, the release of the old. Okay, I did see this King of Pentacles come down here. So this is, yeah, something that is going to be very stable and secure and grounded and last a long, long time, okay? This King of Pentacles here represents just solid foundational stuff, okay? And he threw himself over here on the King and Queen of Wands. This is that action too, right? The King and Queen, they're all about, well, I guess all the kings and queens are about action, or the kings anyways. Yes, but this dedication and this keeping, maintaining of your vision, this is that balance between having the idea and following through on the idea, okay? And setting your intentions, keeping your intentions flowing. This is what's going to solidify you in the material realm. Okay, and I'm strongly getting the business ships, partnerships of all kinds that are beautiful and long lasting also involved here. So yeah, dedication, vision, and an openness to receive here. Who's that? The Hermit. So patiently coming out of hermit mode to communicate for love here. I feel like this is hermit mode over here. This could be like some hesitation, right? Well, I mean, when you're stepping into the unknown, there's going to be hesitation, especially when things are pretty good, right? Like, you could be just killing it in a way on your own, and it's drama free. You have a controlled environment, right? And this is something that you have protected, where you have grown and evolved and connected with your internal, where you've released all of the things. But this to claim your destiny requires you to step out of this hermiting mode. And that can be scary. So there's an apprehension here. It's almost like once you pull the sword out, once you claim your destiny, you can't put it back. And there's a lot of unknowns, right? But you've got a balance in both your communication and your decisiveness. So, and you're protected here. You've got this protection knight. And they have a hard boundary game. Okay, so that might be what's feeling weird, because it's like you're kind of taking down some boundaries, especially to communicate your feelings, maybe. Yeah, into the unknown. Okay, but this is what's over here for you, okay? This is the reward for stepping out of your boundaries and comfort zones, breaking free of your hermiting mode, claiming your destiny, speaking your truth, claiming the wish that you want to be, okay? This is emotional fulfillment and abundance. This is a glorious, gorgeous, beautiful thing. I feel like this is the wish that you're patient for, that you're discerning about. You know, it's not everyone who is going to work in this situation, right? It's not a placeholder. What am I trying to say? Well, with counterparts, right? The king and queen of wands, the king and the queen, they can only work with the king and queen of wands. No, that didn't make it better. Okay. I feel like you know what I'm trying to say. You will know, based on your experience and your high discernment game, what and who is worth leaving this for, to get this, to have this reciprocating love, emotional, physical abundance. And I did see the devils on the bottom of the deck there. Aha, there they are. But the devils are always around, but they got no business being a business right now. Right? Your discernment game, your boundary game is strong. You're putting to death and transforming anything that comes your way that is not of your highest and greatest good. You're a magician in that department. Look at the strength here. Okay, if there's any other cards that want to come out, yeah, you will receive your wish. You will receive the thing that you want, the thing you intend. You just have to trust, believe, and allow. Trust that the seeds are growing, right? And that the signs and synchronicities will bring you there. That you are fertilizing with liquid sunshine and ready to share your cup. Okay. Go through one more time on this deck if there's any other cards from this deck that want to come out. I see a mama deer and her baby. Beautiful. Aw, the baby has, I guess it's a fawn. It's got little spots. It's got the spots. Cute. Okay. Let's go to the spirit animal deck. Here. See if any of the spirit animals want to come out and play. We've got a whale. We've got the moth and the black egg. I don't know where they're going. Okay. Let's go with the whale. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale. Desire to delve deeper, profound peace and ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. Okay, that's a perfect spot for it right there. Calm, steady, deeply compassionate when balanced. When out of balance, heavy slips into old story and to bring into balance regular self-care. Okay, this is the Queen of Cups flowing and the Empress birthing and emitting gorgeousness. Okay, and then we have fire, no, air, and it's moth. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. Okay, feel like you're over there somewhere. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointments, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When balanced, enthusiastic, and whimsical. When out of balance, ideal of others and is jittery. To bring into balance, finish a project. Okay, this is that final transforming over here, right? Becoming something that follows through, becoming something that isn't just flitting towards the shiny and new things and looking more for substance and structure and gorgeousness. Okay. And then the black egg. What is this black egg you speak of? Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Okay. I kind of feel like it's here-ish, right? Truth and speaking, communicating. Okay. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, teaching, reading, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. Beautiful. The black egg in the fifth chakra. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Visuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Visuddha translates as especially pure. The balance of the center is important for all of us, but it is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Interesting. Okay. Speaking truth here. Communication, communicating the truth. Lots of good stuff in there. Okay, let's get a crystal card. What's our time here? We got time for a crystal card. We got the time for a crystal card. Okay. What crystal card will offer clarity or guidance or confirmations? Okay, we got 1, 2, and 3 cards. That's not it. This is it. Okay, 40 is 39. Support. Love, support, and guidance. Is there a situation in your life creating a state of emotional turmoil? At times, you may feel as if events in your life are beyond your control. Your spirit guides offer their unconditional love and support. They ask you to call upon them anytime you require additional strength. They remind you that everything is not always as it seems, and that challenges are an opportunity for inner growth. Selecting this card is a sign to ask for support from a friend, group, or your inner guidance. Engage your intent as a divine creator and ask your spirit guides to help provide perspective to your current situation. This intention will allow new understandings to form and create solutions to the issues at hand. Surrender your doubts and look forward to the inner peace and harmony that awaits you. Okay, so there's a confirmation of setting your intention, being intentional. If you don't know how to get yourself to this emotional, joyous, harmonious, beautiful, gorgeous state of being, this overflowing cup, ask for guidance, ask for support, intend it so, right? It might be a mantra that comes to you like, I intend to line up effortlessly with my greatest and highest path. Your greatest and highest path and timeline will have all this on it because it's your greatest and highest, right? So if you intend to every day move closer to that timeline, then you're laughing. Or there's support available for you. Okay. And nature, signs, animals, and earth. Down through the ages, animals have been deeply connected to the human journey. They appear in ancient cave drawing ceremonies and the myths of ancient cultures. Animal totems are an established method of receiving spiritual guidance. They can connect us to the rhythms of the earth and profoundly expand our conscious awareness. Selecting this card is a sign that your spirit guides are wishing to connect through animals. Animals may enter your awareness through meditation, dreams, or everyday life, and you can draw your attention and can even draw your attention from within books and pictures. You may wish to visualize yourself walking through a forest with the intent of connecting with your spirit messengers. When an animal enters your awareness, open your thoughts and feelings to the animal. Be patient in developing this connection that will grow with use. You may wish to obtain further insight regarding animal totems by studying specific books on the topic or learning more about an earth-based spiritual tradition. This card may also be assigned to spend more time with a beloved pet. The animals close to you are wonderful examples of unconditional love, and spending time with your pet shifts your attention into the present moment. Speaking of, I thought there was a little muffin around here. I guess not. Okay, and then 9 sacred space. Inspiration, power, and connection. Your sacred space is a personal environment created to connect with your inner self. It is a private place where you will not be disturbed or judged for your thoughts and actions. You are guided to create a sacred space, and connect with your inner self more often. This space can be in the corner of a room or a special location in nature. Power of your sacred space will grow with use and enable faster access to your higher self. You may wish to enhance your chosen location by filling it with objects that strengthen your connection with universal love. Carefully chosen crystals are especially powerful in this environment and will share their strength, clarity, and support. Okay, beautiful. I was distracted by the animal one because of the deer. So I'm going to find deer in the animal spirit oracle. Deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspect of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Okay, it's giving me the Empress vibes here. But that's kind of how you interact with nature, right? If you see something that stands out, especially when you have set an intention or reached out to, your spirit guides for additional guidance or whatever, and something pops up, like what's coming up for me right now is yesterday I saw a dragonfly, and I mean, I see dragonflies quite often, but I was like, there's a dragonfly, right? So it was a little bit more significant, and I didn't actually look up a dragonfly meaning, which there you have it. Okay, and let's just get one of these little cards here, little affirmation cards. Seems to be a lot of messages in here. And use your intuition. And also, what I say, what I don't say, it's about what comes up for you as you're engaging in the messages, right? And the cards that you're seeing. Sometimes when I'm rewatching a reading, I'm watching it disconnected as part of the collective. And there are times where I'm saying something and something's coming up with a certain card, but as I'm watching it, something else is coming up for me for that card, or something more, and I want to put it in a different spot, which affects the different cards in a different way, right? Like, it's about you connecting to your intuition and your higher self and the things that you know to be true for you. So this, and yeah, connecting you to a better understanding of what's going on for you. That's where I was going with that, with the understanding. Okay, is that our card? Yes, that's our card. Okay, well, there you have it. Let's get a kitty card. Okay, because this one was sitting on the top and she's so cute. So we'll just do a quick little kitty confirmation. It helps us. Imagination. Meet Zed. He might not look like your ordinary house cat, but in fact, he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or a far-off land. He lives just around the corner. He is the maker of his own kittyverse. He is constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today, he's purple and green, but tomorrow he might be made of flowers, and the next day, he might have stars for eyes. We are all in a constant state of becoming. We don't need to always stick with the familiar A, B, and C. Sometimes we have to reach for Z. Okay, so this is pulling me up to this leap of faith, this trust, this joyous going all in, okay? And you're coming from this receptive, creating, going with the flow, self-care, beautifulness, okay? And to leap with your creations. If something is going to bring you joy, let that be your motivating factor, right? Not what am I going to get from this? Where's it going? Who's going to benefit? None of that. You're going to benefit from following whatever creative inspiration or whatever inspiration moves you, right? If the idea of jumping up and going for a hike does it for you, then do that, right? This is part of the signs and synchronicities here that lead you, that move you, that propel you, that guide you. Okay, gorgeous. Okay, there's your reading for today. And I appreciate you and I'm grateful for you. And I hope there was something in there good for you to chew on and marinate with and be excited about and make happen or adjust or otherwise. Okay, thank you for being here. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care and love you. Bye for now.